For the first time since 1999, the Shelby Lady Whippets come into the Regional Semifinal in Division II. The number one team in all of Division II, undefeated, taking on a Cinderella of sorts, 16-10 Copley, looking to spoil the Whippets season. It's live and free, coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you got, and it's coming your way next.
Nervous?
Oh, Blaze. Brings back so many good memories.
Remember our road trip in '97?
Our first real heart-to-heart.
I've never seen any of your movies! Not even the ones we're in together!
Hey, do you remember when that stalker kidnapped us?
Yes!
Blaze was there.
Blaze.
Do you have barbecue or cheddar jalapeno?
Ooh. Oh, remember when we stumbled into that turf war? Remember when you bought your first house?
Hi! I'm Seth!
Those were good times.
They were golden.
You ready? Seth, do you?
I do.
And Janet, do you?
That's a yes.
I love this lady! Best day of my life!
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
A collision course lies ahead. Two teams, two seasons hang in the balance. Communities come together. And for those 32 minutes, nothing else matters. We are one. One step, one mission. The road to Dayton continues tonight. So if you're the last in town to leave, make sure you shut off the lights.
Here comes a Lady Whippets. Niese in traffic, splits a double team. Baker's not though. 3-ball, nothing but net. Shelby basketball, other end. Riser rises up for a big three. bottoms up, OB from downtown. The work that's been put in during the offseason, it's all come to fruition. That's why they're the top dogs in the state.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pete Henry Gymnasium on the campus of Mansfield Senior High School for tonight's Division II Regional Semifinal between the #1 team in all of Division II, the Shelby Lady Whippets, and Copley High School. It's Sweet 16 time. It is March. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray inside the pregame show. And Hayden, I know you've been excited for this one the last couple of days.
Yeah, this one's definitely been circled on my calendar for sure, and just a fantastic atmosphere so far tonight already in Pete Henry Gymnasium. It's absolutely packed to the brim. Nice to see that Copley brought a great crowd down from the Akron area, and of course you got the other side filled to the brim with Shelby faithful as well. So I mean, it is officially March on the calendar, and the atmosphere doesn't get any better.
Copley comes in unranked at 16-10. Lady Whippets 26-0. The Lady Indians, the Elyria District champions, while those Lady Whippets are the Ashland District champions. And let's take a closer look at those Lady Whippets in their team spotlight. Brought to you by Mechanics Bank. Head coach Natalie Lance, she played in the state Final Four back in 1992. Coaching a 26-0 squad, 14-0 in the MOAC, the MOAC champions. They are also the Division II AP poll champions. Their tournament path took them through 13th-seeded Columbian 60-32, 14th-seeded Gallion 66-21, 4th-seeded Perkins, and a really good one you saw live and true on the OH Report 56-52 with a couple of younger players really stepping up at the end of that one. And then they took care of 3rd-seeded Clear Fork for the 3rd time this year, 57-33. This is kind of a team of destiny this year, Hayden. They have made it to the district round, come so close to a district championship countless years, but they ran into some Santoro sisters at Bellevue who ended up winning those district championships. But this year, Bellevue out of the picture this season. They took care of business, and they are here finally in a regional for the first time since the turn of the century.
And you're right. I think that, you know, it just has that atmospheric feeling that they're meant to be here, and they certainly are. And one thing that I think they have going for them is who they've had to see in the tournament. Obviously, the first 2 games kind of runaway games for them, but I think it's going to benefit them a lot having a close game against Sandusky Perkins, only a 4-point game. I think that is a huge help. You want to have one of those games when you haven't lost all season long where you really have to fight and scrap for it, and then don't let that score against Clear Fork mislead you, because having to beat a team 3 times is very difficult. So I also think Clear Fork gave them an absolutely great look and made them play physical to help them get ready for tonight.
And one of those reasons that Shelby is here is the play of one Olivia Baker, as we take a look at her player spotlight, Hayden, and she is first team all-district player, one of the best in the area, but you know, somehow didn't make first team all-conference.
Let's not get us started on that one, but like you said, all-district first team, so she knows that she has that honor. I think all of us here know just the skill level that this girl plays at, averaging 15.1s per game, shooting over 40% from the field, almost grabbing 6 rebounds, 2.5 steals per game, and an assist and a half per game. And she has been a huge reason why they have been successful this season, breaking that 1,000-point mark way earlier in the year. And folks, these numbers, most of these averages come from her playing almost, you know, just half a game or 3 quarters because of the way they've handled teams so far. So Olivia Baker, one of the biggest reasons that they are here today.
And now let's take a look at the team spotlight for Copley, the Lady Indians, under head coach Mark Dente.
Yeah, you know, they come in with a misleading record. You know, they have had their share of losses. They went 7-6 in the Suburban American Conference. They're 16-10 overall. And how they've gotten here is they took care of Beechwood 57-10. Yes, you read that right, folks. took care of number 23, Cleveland Central Catholic, 59-19. Rocky River, 36-35 in overtime. And Shaker Heights Laurel, 30-28. So one thing you notice with them on a trend, they don't score a ton of points. Take exception to those first 2 games, but you and I have both heard they like to play a little bit of that stall ball action. They like to hold the ball if they can. They had those 6 losses of 3 points or less. That's why their record's a bit misleading. And they just do things to you that restrict you offensively.
In the tournament, they've held their opponents to only 92 total points. And one of the main players of this squad, Victoria McKnight, she had to move from point guard to forward after an injury to their All-Ohioan, Ashley Caracas. Once she made that move, she went to 13.9 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, and just kind of a Cinderella story, but we said 6 losses by 1 possession. So, this team, the record does not show how good they are.
Yeah, the comparison to that would be on the ladies' side, we could take a look at another team that had a lot of success this year, the Lady Tigers. They had a lot of games where they were well ahead and then ended up, getting beat and gave up some of those games, so they kind of had a misleading record as well. So I kind of think this might be a comparison if we were looking at record-wise. And Shelby knows better than anything. You can't, look past anyone. I think everyone knows that. Once you get to the tournament, you can't look past anyone come March.
Just about ready to go. The first game was phenomenal. Went to double overtime. Bishop Hartley upset the number 6 team in the state, Toledo Central Catholic, by 2. So they will await the winner of this one as we get right into the starting lineups as they begin to announce the non-starters of the Shelby Lady Whippets. So let's take a look at the starters for the number 1 team in Division II. Number 2, Audie Albert, the junior forward. Number 3, Sophie Niese, the senior point guard that does pretty much everything, and she took over that district championship game with a couple of players down to injury, able to take over and give them the victory. Mallory Gundrum, a sophomore guard, one of those big players that stepped up in this district round and took care of business. Number 20, Eve Schwimley with the biggest steal of the season against Sandusky Perkins. Got a steal, gave it to Olivia Baker for the bucket and allowed the Whippets to move on to that district championship. And then Olivia Baker, first team all-district, should be first team all-MOAC, and the main cog that gets this offense going.
And I want to just say one thing right here, right now, too. Do not, let Eve Schwemley's name become a household name to you. I know she's just a freshman, and some people are surprised because they haven't seen her in the starting lineup this season. Well, if she was on any other team in the area, she'd be a starter. And I think the same goes for a lot of the bench players for Shelby for the reserves. Do not be surprised. I think they have the greatest depth in the area, and I think they are experienced. Some people think they haven't seen them as much or they've had to take on a bigger role with injuries. They've been doing it all season long, folks. They've been playing considerable amount of time. And I just want to say that, these girls got it going on.
Now let's take a look at the starters for the visiting team. Copley, although they will be wearing their home whites, with the brackets, it's the team on top of the bracket that is the home team. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's just jersey color.
Right,
once you get to these. But nonetheless, they will be wearing their home whites. Victoria McKnight, player to watch. Lena Konzeman, the junior guard. Libby Blanchard, another junior guard. Shelby Emick, a junior guard. And a sophomore forward, Cami Aoup. Aoup and McKnight, 2 of the leading scorers for this Copley team that will slow you down. If this game is in the 20s or the 30s, Copley's got to have a good chance of pulling the upset, but if Shelby can play their game, keep their pace, get this up into the 40s, 50s, or 60s, good shot for them to make that regional championship game.
Right, and I think you said it well. It comes down to, are you able to carry out your game plan? Because I think that's what happened in the first game. You see a 6th ranked in the state, Toledo Central Catholic, perennial powerhouse, and I think the difference maker was Bishop Hartley was able to get their game plan going and start to play the style of play they wanted to, especially in the second half. and we'll see if that translates over to the second game. But I think the scary thing here, you know, although we don't see them a lot on the OH Report, first time this year, Copley, the scary thing about them is staring down at their roster, just one lone senior on this team this season. So, and that's Emma Beck. So you know that even though they are youthful, they've already got some good chemistry going, and this is just nothing but great experience for them this season, and it's one of those, you know, why not now?
And we saw that in our first game, too, with Bishop Hartley and Toledo Central Catholic. Not that many seniors on those two squads as well, so this whole region, these are teams that may be making some appearances here in the next couple of years, but then, you know, in the district that we covered, the Ashland district, you have a Clear Fork team that made the district championship, a Mansfield senior squad that's young, up and coming, a lot of young teams that, you know, they could make a showing next year, but it's Shelby's to lose right now, and they have a big chance. They have high hopes. They want to make it to Dayton. They are the #1 team in the state for a reason, and they're starting to get their health back as well. As you see that young lady in the middle, Haley Baker, she's going to be playing tonight. She's going to see some playing time tonight in this game, and that'll be a huge boost. Also, Demi Hipp, who went out with a concussion after the district semifinal game. I talked to head coach Natalie Lance before this one, the first half of the Hartley game, and she said she's good to go as well.
Yeah, that's great news. If, you know, for those Shelby Whippets, obviously two girls that provide a lot of heart and soul as well as talent to the roster. As we near tip-off, Travis.
This has been the Mechanics Bank pregame. Let's go. This is March. We are underway, and the tip is on the floor, won by Copley and thrown out of bounds. So not only will Shelby get the possession arrow, but they will get the first possession of this game.
And that's another thing that Shelby does well that we don't pay too much attention to sometimes is turnover creation. I think I've picked up on that, you know, seeing Buckeye Central this past week too. That can become really important on your game plan.
Niese, Shelby first possession, gives it to Gundrum. Now to Schwemley. Schwemley will drive into the lane, and that's a travel. Both teams with a turnover on their first possessions.
I'll be curious to see, you know, how this game starts off similar to that Clear Fork Shelby game. It was a little bit slow starting offensively. We'll see if that's the same tonight.
So now Copley into its offensive end. Emick gets it into the corner. That's Blanchard, gets it inside, nearly turned it over, but kicks it back out. Emick into the lane, that's a foul. And that'll be the first.
It's going to be an early foul for Mallory Gundrum. First foul of the contest, and it will be a shooting foul. Shelby Emick will step up to the line, see if she can't get some points on the board for the Lady Indians.
Can't make the first. Just underway here in semifinal number 2. One nothing Copley. Niese getting into the offense. Right side, she goes top of the key. That's Schwemley. Back out to Baker. Baker into the lane. Layup shot good. Too easy that time. Shelby leads.
It's a nice, easy look for a strong girl like Olivia Baker. I mean, once you get within a few feet from the hoop, no one in front of her, she's going to make that every time.
2-1 Shelby. Back comes Copley. And Big Knight. Wow, inside. Nice play.
Yeah, that was a nicely executed play for the Lady Indians. You know, they kind of set some of that smoke screen on the outside with those ball screens and then worked it inside.
Ayoub with the bucket and then called for the foul. So we take a look at Baker's take to the hole. Replays brought to you tonight by the Vault Wine Bar. For those of age, go on up to Shelby. It's a cool place to have a beverage or two. Schwemley gets it in to Niese. Double team, gets it back to Schwemley. Gets it over to Baker. Inside, Audie Albert, and she'll go to the line.
Nice job by Albert to draw the foul. You could tell physicality is definitely ramping up here on this possession. So you take a look at it one more time. Got the swipe on the arm. And that will be Shelby's first chance at the line this evening.
First one good. We're tied again.
Audie, one of those really good free throw shooters for the Lady Whippets. 78% on the year.
Got them both. 4-3 Shelby. Quickly the other way. Emick will back it out. She'll try a three. Airballs it and out of bounds. Just a bit off there. Missed the rim, and Shelby will get its next possession with 6:06 left here in quarter number one. We want to welcome everybody watching live and free here on the OH Report. Man, there's a lot of you watching. 375 alone on Facebook. Three in the air, left side, no good. Offensive rebound. But it's stolen away.
Copley with a chance in transition.
Easy bucket. Ayoub.
And we'll see where, Shelby wants to look offensively tonight, whether they want to lean a little bit heavier on Sophia Niese to score the ball tonight, whether they want her to be what she's been most of the season, which is an excellent facilitator on the court and get Olivia going, or Audie.
Alexis Booker in for the Lady Whippets. Schwemley walks. Third turnover by Shelby here early on.
And we will have our first subs of the game. Haley Baker will check in, and Mallory Gundrum as well. Booker and Schwemley will take a seat. We'll also have number 12, Emery Karekis, checking in for Copley.
And Karekis, All-Ohioan last year.
Yes.
Injured for a while, finally back in, and that's a huge boost to this Copley squad. Taking it inside, we're going to get a foul.
So far, Copley showing that they like to look for the bulk of their points in that paint area. They did have the 1 3-point shot. Was a bit too strong, but I think they're liking what they see in the paint right now.
And that's going to be stolen off the inbounds. Second turnover by Copley. Straight to the hole, misses the layup, no good. Into the hands of Baker, and she's going to put it up and be fouled.
So a rare miss here as you take a look at our vault wine bar replay. She's going to make that 9 times out of the 10. That happened to be the exception, but great job by Olivia Baker. Maybe that's her role tonight. Very physical play down in the paint for the Lady Indians, so take advantage and try and draw some fouls.
Third team foul on Copley in the first 3 minutes of this one. Baker makes the first.
Another 70% and above free throw percentage shooter.
Misses the second. Rebound to Copley. 4:45 left, opening quarter. We're tied at 5. Blanchard looks the drive, give and go. Layup shot, yes.
That shot's been there for them so far all night.
Other way, another turnover. We get a substitution, but the Lady Whippets kind of out of sorts right now.
Yeah, I think it's tough. It's one of those where Copley, almost by default, you don't want to say they have an upper hand, but they come in. I sometimes feel like that Cinderella has the momentum to open the game, and they have been capitalizing off of it and succeeding, so I think they still hold that momentum swing right now.
Inside, spin around, no good, knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Shelby. Cami Ayoub, 6 points. She's hit 3 field goals inside the paint. And Copley at the midway point of quarter number 1, leading 7-5 here. Niese calls out the offense. Gets it to Baker. Back out to Olivia. Deep 3, swish. Woo! Olivia Baker from 5 feet beyond the arc. Lady Whippets lead 8-7.
That's that Baker range for you. One of the all-time three-point shooting specialists in Whippet history. Does a nice job, gets them a 1-point lead.
McKnight and company looking to answer. Back out to Blanchard. Emick. Shelby close man-to-man, and it's a turnover.
There wasn't as much movement from Copley as we've seen in previous possessions there, and I think that hurt them.
Niese into the lane, gets it stripped, and she's fouled.
Emily Karekis a little bit surprised with that call. We'll have a couple more substitutions. Demi Hipp's going to check in for Haley Baker. And Ashley Karekis will take a seat for the Lady Indians.
Demi Hipp, another good showing. She's going to try a three. Back-to-back threes for Shelby.
Another upperclassman, but still Demi Hipp, a junior. She will be back next year, but she's been a big part, been in the starting lineup this season. Plays with the best of them.
Hipp sat out the district championship game due to a concussion, but she's cleared to play tonight, and that's a walk. She's cleared to play tonight and already helping out the Lady Whippets. Copley now with 4 turnovers. Haley Baker at first was going to come in, but then Coach Lance pulls her back out. 4-point Lady Whippet lead here. First quarter, regional semifinal. Who will go to the Elite Eight to take on Bishop Hartley? Inside, back out. Hipp will try another three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Copley.
Bullet of a pass from Gundrum. Now Copley will get a chance. Cut back into this 4-point deficit. And now you're starting to see a little bit more of that movement that they displayed earlier in the quarter.
Well, this is what they like to do to keep the score low as well.
Right.
Try and move you around, get that open look.
And they also don't want to do that.
They nearly turned it over again. It's just Shelby defense.
Right.
This is what they do. Even if you're going to try and slow things down, they're not going to get lulled to sleep as easily as other teams.
No, and, getting to hear about their play style, that's what makes this matchup so intriguing, because Shelby likes to create turnovers, get out, spread the court, and run. But then Copley, when they have the ball offensively, they like to slow things down, as you said, to keep it a closer game.
And we're going to get a foul on the entry pass. It's going to go against Addie Albert. That's her second, team's third. So she will have to take a seat. Sophia Long will check in. Another one of these freshmen that have helped out the Lady Whippets this season. Interesting inbounds pass, a bit of a tip play. Unable to score. Ball on the ground, that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at the replay here, because that was interesting.
I like the inbound play call. It is a bit of a wake-up call for the defense. Just weren't able to execute. Ball a little bit too slippery for everyone right there. Hipp corrals the pass.
Nearly turns it over. Coming up on 1:30 left here, opening quarter. Niese into the lane. Scoop layup, good.
Future Ashland Eagle point guard right there, getting it done. Little scoop layup for herself.
And she has a chance of being the MOAC Player of the Year when that gets announced. And also District Player of the Year, I believe.
Yep.
She was.
She was the District Player of the Year this year.
Does it all. 65 seconds left, quarter number 1. 13-7 Lady Whippets lead here in this regional semifinal. Copley has gone cold here in the last couple of minutes.
And we'll see if they really do want to, dial in on that clock chewing here, because you don't want to get to the point where you're unable to, but a nice drive there.
Ayoop. Olivia Baker, 38 seconds left. Gets it back out to Niese. They'll reset. 4-point Lady Whippet lead. They want to at least keep it at that by the end of the quarter. Nearly stolen away, though. Baker, she'll go into the lane. Rejected. Niese with it from the elbow, puts it up and in.
Great job by her not bailing on that play, and she loves to stay down there anyway to pressure you when you bring the ball up court, able to extend the lead back to 6.
Last possession here for Copley. 7 seconds left. Forces it up, and the student section helped them out that time. There's still about 5 seconds left when she put it up, and that instead turns into a turnover, and that's how the quarter will end. We've played 8 minutes here in this regional semifinal in Division II. The number 1 ranked Shelby Lady Whippets lead Copley 15-9. We'll be back. You're watching Girls High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
To Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Quarter number 2 underway in this regional semifinal. Shelby leading Copley 15-9, but a turnover to start gives Copley the ball back. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray, and we see all 675 of you watching out there. Welcome on in here to Pete Henry Gymnasium in this Sweet 16 matchup.
And Copley doing a nice job. Forcing turnovers has kind of been what's helping them stay in this game early so far, not letting Shelby extend that lead too far as they're accustomed to.
3 in the air off the back iron, no good. Rebound stays with Copley. Another chance for 3, no good. This time, no. Rebound stripped away. Another miss. Another offensive rebound, and finally a foul. A lot going on there.
Yeah, Lady Indians refusing to not fight for those offensive boards, giving themselves more opportunity. It will pay off. Sophia Niese will commit the foul, just her team first. Excuse me, her first, team third.
Ball inside, layup shot. Tough one, no good. Another offensive rebound, put back, yes.
Good job getting on that one to fall.
Ayope, 10 points. Other end, 3 in the air, yes!
When Sophia starts hitting those threes, you know that she's feeling it tonight. In my opinion, one of the best scorers on this Lady Whippets team, but she just often doesn't have to do it unless she wants to, but one of the most dangerous scorers on the team.
Caracas gives it off to her sister Emily. Ball inside, almost stripped away, back out. Ashley for 3, yes, she answers.
Huge response, trading blows, and that's what the tournament brings. Baker with a chance. Shot's no good.
Back comes Copley. 18-14, just about 2 minutes gone by here in quarter number 2. The Copley's coaching staff up on their feet yelling out the play as they nearly turn it over.
Yeah, they're one of the first basketball programs I've seen in the area using play cards on the basketball court. You see that in football a lot now, but I've been seeing that here tonight.
They're going to have to reset. McKnight with it. Looking for a screen, really doesn't get it. Copley a bit out of sorts here offensively.
Yeah, I truly think when their movement gets restricted, they're a little bit more cut off.
Tough shot, no good. Offensive rebound, no. Push back out. Emick for three, no. Another offensive rebound. And they put it back and in.
Yeah, just some mismatches down there in the paint.
Ashley Karakis with 5 points. Back to a 2-point game, 18-16. 5 minutes left here in the opening half.
And Shelby in one of their smaller lineups right now. They don't have a ton of height, but with Niese, Schwemley, and Hip in there, a little bit of small ball, but she'll pick up a big foul, the freshman. Chance to get some points here, almost halfway through the second quarter.
That'll be Emily Karakis' second. And Schwemley will go to the line for two. She hits the first.
Audie Albert going to check in for Demi Hip. Haley Baker check in for Mallory Gundrum. So the typical rotation you see.
And we'll get a timeout. Copley. 4:55 remaining here in the second quarter. Shelby 19, Copley 16. So now that we have a second, let's get some comments here from you guys on Facebook.
Sensory
Everybody's
overload.
been blowing up. Yeah. Doug Shasky, good luck Shelby. Brian Rojan, Shelby by 20 points plus tonight. Then they play a tired Hartley team. That's a big prediction. We'll see. Dawn Argo, let's go Lady Whippets. Mike Brown, Granville lost to Kettering Alter 39-36. At one point, Granville was the #1 team in the state.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise.
Jocelyn McAuley, go Lady Whippets. Hey, Hayden Gray.
Oh, hello there, Jocelyn. Nice to see you watching this evening.
Deanna Ratliff. Hello to you. Shannon Irving, good luck Lady Whippets. Nancy Deppler, go Lady Whippets. Marty Russell, let's go Lady Whippets. Janny Thornton, watching along. A lot of fans watching here tonight. Schwemley makes the second.
And folks, I will add real quickly for any of you, because there's so many out there watching tonight, if you're trying to find us on YouTube and or pass that along, we are on Channel 4. We have another game on our main channel, so Channel 4 of our YouTube if you are looking for that.
Copley in against the trap, gets it inside, layup shot, yes and one. McKnight's first points of the night.
Just doing a nice job. I still firmly think the paint has been treating them the best this evening. They've knocked down a couple three-pointers, but I think they are favoring the matchups they're being given in the paint.
Completes the three-point play. It's a one-point game here. 4:30 left in the half. Baker, she'll try to drive it in. Gets it stripped, turns it over. Back comes Copley. Iope gets it off. Blanchard and Emick working it back and forth. Emick.
Now they want to take that chance, pass the ball around a little bit, eat some clock, then get back into their offense.
Yeah, working. They're trying to get it inside. It's where they've been the most successful. It's getting that inside. Tough shot, no good. Over the back call. That's going to go against Ayoub, and that's going to be her second.
Nice job by Haley Baker picking that one up, because I think down on the other end is something we're going to see just for a little bit with some of those shots. Back during Clear Fork, if you watch that game, you know, Effie James talked about it a little bit. Knee injuries are so paranoid in your head that, you know, she's such a explosive, aggressive scorer, and I just don't know if we will see that yet here this evening, just because it's such a scary idea coming down on it wrong. So getting into the scorebook, you know, drawing that foul there, just registering something, a confidence booster.
And now with Ayoub out, she's the leading scorer for the team. Let's see if Shelby can take advantage, or if Copley can continue this momentum. Another turnover, the 7th by the Lady Whippets here in the first half. Blanchard gets it left side, looking to go inside. They can't yet. Konzaman for 3, no good. Rebound, stripped out of the way. Scoop layup, no good. And Haley Baker comes up with it.
One thing you definitely pick up about those Lady Indians is even if you get a rebound, they're right in your face.
3 is no good. Rebound again to Copley. They're going to try and push it ahead. They have numbers, but overthrown out of bounds, a turnover. So Copley trying to speed things up here a bit.
And I think that's okay. You know, if that's going well for them, nothing's saying that you have to execute the exact same game plan depending on the opponent. It's going to be different every time.
Niese across the timeline with 2:40 left here in the opening half. Looking inside, wide open. Misses the shot, though. Ball knocked nearly out of bounds, but taken by Copley. Schwimley didn't have an angle on the backboard, went straight ahead and just not enough on it. Blanchard works it around to Emick.
Shelby getting Sarah Reiser in there to take a little more of that paint load and lock it down. I think that's a good choice from Coach Lance. Get a little bit more height in there. Sarah does a nice job snagging those rebounds.
Under 2 to play now. And for you shot clock fans, you might want to look away right now. Turns into a turnover.
And that's what you can't have happen if you're Copley. If you're going to take up that time, you can't cough the ball over.
Gundrum, left side, Olivia Baker. Pulls it back out to Niese. 80 seconds left here in the half. Niese will try the drive, kicks it left side to Gundrum. On the elbow. Now back to Niese, into the lane, runner rejected. Ball on the ground, we're going to get a foul.
Almost thought it was an inadvertent whistle.
It's going to go against Blanchard. So, Niese will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Coach upset that it's a shooting foul, but once you get to 7 fouls, you're in the bonus. So, as you said, Trav, Niese will have a 1-and-1. Chance to push this one back out to a 3-point game.
In and out, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. Another offensive rebound. A third, Baker puts it up, again misses. And a foul against, a walk.
Chaos ensuing.
And a timeout by Copley. A lot happening here. Let's take a look at it one more time.
Yeah, because we have two polar opposites here. You know, Copley totally thinking this one's a foul.
So here are the rebounds first. You got the block. Another put up, no good. Baker's going to get a third one and just miss. And this is where the foul,
there may have been a stuttering of the steps just a split second before the contact, but it was very, very close.
Nonetheless, Shelby's going to get another chance at this after missing a couple really good looks inside the paint.
Yeah, they won't want to pass those ones up.
That's going to be thrown in the backcourt. Nobody touched it. I don't think this is going to be a backcourt violation. No, it's not. Nonetheless, ball is turned over. This will be a jump ball, and it will stay with Copley.
One thing Copley definitely is doing that, to my knowledge, you know, one of the teams that really honed in on doing the same thing actually on Shelby here in the tournament was Galleon. And they just constantly wanted to have two girls on you anytime you have not brought the ball over to the other side of the court. They want to pressure you now and pressure you hard so that you're going to cough the ball over.
Ball inbounded. Emick. Right side to McKnight. Back to Emick. 35 seconds left. McKnight slowing things down. She does have the 5-second count, but backs out of it.
We'll see if those active hands can force a turnover for Shelby or if Copley can do what they want, hold the ball for the last shot.
Nearly got it there. Karakas now to McKnight. Inside, open layup, yes! 5 seconds left. Baker for three, airballs it, and that's how the half will end. So that'll do it for the first half. Copley, 21, Shelby, 20. We'll take a break and be back with the halftime right here. You're watching Girls Regional Tournament action live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you are just watching live and free Girls High School Hoops exclusively on the OH Report. But stick around, the halftime show is next, including stats, analysis, and so much more, including the second half on the way.
Nervous? Oh, Blaze. Brings back so many good memories.
Remember our road trip in '97?
Our first real heart-to-heart.
I've never seen any of your movies. Not even the ones we're in together.
Hey, do you remember when that stalker kidnapped us?
Yes.
Blaze was there.
Blaze. Do you have barbecue or cheddar jalapeno?
Ooh. Oh, remember when we stumbled into that turf war? Remember when you bought your first house?
Hi, I'm Seth.
Those were good times.
They were golden.
You ready?
Seth, do you?
I do.
And Janet, do you?
That's a yes.
I love this lady. Best day of my life.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Welcome back to Pete Henry Gymnasium in Mansfield for the Mechanics Bank halftime show. Your score at the half of Regional Semifinal number 2, Copley 21, top-rated Shelby 20. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. And Hayden, Shelby played their ball in the first quarter. Copley played their ball in the second quarter, and that's where we're at right now with this 21-20 game.
Yeah, they've been playing their ball, but I must say I don't think either team's been scoring through their traditional game plans or execution, to be honest. You know, Shelby normally wants to run really quick in transition. They haven't been able to do that tonight. They've been having to earn their shots the hard way, getting to the free throw line, knocking down a couple of jumpers. Sophia Niese with some layups. But then from what we know about Copley, typically like to score and then hold the ball a lot, but honestly, a lot of their points have been coming more quickly. They've had opportunities where they're moving it up the court very quick, setting a lot of ball screens, moving the ball around, and waiting until they can get it inside.
Taking a look at our halftime stats, field goals, 9-6 in favor of Copley, 3-1 in favor of Shelby from beyond the arc. A couple of those threes coming from, actually 3 of them all separate. Niese, Baker, Hip. The three-point shooters on this squad have hit today. Rebounds 15-10 in favor of Copley. They're out rebounding Shelby on the offensive glass 8-7 as well, and that's a main reason they're back in this is because of those second chance points, Hayden.
Yeah, I agree. I think they've been just dominant in the paint. Those 15 boards, they've fought for almost every single one of them. They haven't come easily, and that's been allowing them to get some nice close looks a couple feet from the bucket.
Whippets 5 of 7 from the line, while Copley 2 of 3 from the line. Halftime stats brought to you by Mechanics Bank. Let's go over some individual scoring here in half number 1. First for Copley. Cami Ayope, 10 points to lead all scorers. Ashley Karakas, 7 points. Victoria McKnight, 3. Shelby Emick, 1. As for the Lady Whippets, Sophie Niese, 7 points. Olivia Baker, 6. Demi Hip, 3. Eve Schwimley and Audie Albert, both with 2. Score by quarter, Shelby 15-9 in the first, but Copley reversed the script in the second, a 12-5 second quarter for your 21-20 score. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, second half action of this Mansfield Regional Semifinal. You're watching Girls High School Hoops, live and free on the OH Report.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Back here inside the Mechanics Bank halftime show. 21-20, Copley leading right now. And you got to think Coach Natalie Lance, second half adjustments really keep Copley from getting inside the paint offensively.
Yeah, and I think that first off, Coach Lance, a phenomenal coach, so you know that they've got a game plan going on in there and that they're definitely discussing what went wrong in that first half and what they need to change. But you and I talked about it a ton. they had to face one of the most dominant post players here just last week in Becca Conrad against Clear Fork. Now, Becca plays a bit different style than the taller girls here tonight than Copley, but some of the same principles apply. What do you need to do to cut off those passes inside to them? What do you need to do once said person gets ball in the paint? What do you need to do to shut that down? And quite honestly, I just don't feel like Shelby has found their normal groove yet tonight. I don't think they've been able to get into their normal game flow yet tonight. It's been agitated by Copley, and we'll see if they come out here in the second half and get it going. Normally, they're that, run and gun, and they just haven't been able to do it yet, so we'll see how they build momentum from the adjustments they have to make.
Just about ready to go for quarter number 3. Who will they see? Well, one of these teams will see Bishop Hartley. We'll see highlights from that first one here in a little bit, but here we go. Quarter number 3, Whippets have control. 16 minutes to determine who moves on to the Elite 8. Niese into the lane, kicks it back out. Albert's going to try a 3. That's a way to start the second half. Audie Albert hits the 3. Woo!
And there goes the shot creator, skill master Sophia Niese, drawing him in and then kicking it back out.
Correction, I said it was Albert. It was actually Demi Hip.
Maybe you have the concussion.
Another 3 in the air. Another 3. Mallory Gundrum, timeout. Copley, what a way to start half number 2.
Explosive, running gun. That's what they want to do. Force the turnover to be able to do it. Take one more look at the first 3 by Demi Hip. Nice shot by her.
And we'll just keep this rolling and show you the turnover in the ensuing 3.
And when they can get that pressure in the front court, it makes those lob passes a bit risky. And then it's almost hard to discuss whether they have a particular lineup that's their three-point shooting lineup. I would say the only one on the court right now that doesn't take a lot of three-point attempts is Audie Albert. But I know she can make one if she has to, but the other 4 can make it rain.
26-21, Shelby now going full court. Nearly lost it again, but they'll get it across the timeline. Now a 2-on-1, nearly a walk. Shelby able to get back.
Big missed opportunity.
Yeah, if they just looked up, they had 2 people going for this layup.
Still able to corral in the backdoor pass. They'll reset.
Minute gone by here. Quarter number 3. Shelby, 2 threes to start the second half. Nice spin move inside, layup in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, and we'll go to the line.
And that first shot right there is all but about 2% down. But a nice job, more second chance points, something we talked about during halftime that allowed them to be successful in the first. They're going to get another chance here. 2 more at the line coming up for the Lady Indians.
First free throw, good. First points for Lena Konzeman. Makes them both.
Couple big free throws that are going to keep it a 1-possession game.
That foul was on Demi Hip. It was her first in the first of half number 2 by either side. 3-point game, 26-23 Shelby. Minute and a half gone by here in half number 2. Niese looking backdoor, instead takes it herself. She's bumped and will go to the line. And that is what makes Sophie Niese such a dynamic player. She was not afraid to take it in, get the bump, and draw the foul.
Yeah, crafty there, because some, as you take a look on our vault replay, some might just be absorbing that contact, but she has it in the back of her mind, let me put up and create a shot as well. Does a nice job, get herself a couple free throw opportunities.
And that foul is on Aoop, her 3rd. So she's going to have to take a seat with 3 fouls.
Sophia Niese arguably one of the best free throw shooters in the area as well at 86%.
Nails them both. She now has 9 points. 5-point Lady Whippet lead.
Sticking with that same full court pressure. You know they want to cause turnovers. Gundrum gets a tip.
Twice they nearly get it back. Copley gets it across the line. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Copley, but nice defense there. Shelby, they like to play like a bunch of cornerbacks out there going for the pick.
Yeah, smartly worded there, Travis. That's what I was going to say. You know, it looked like she was going for the interception there. Probably gave Coach Lance a bit of a scare anytime you take a dive like that towards the opposing bench.
Ayoub has to check back in now. They do get it in the Ayoub. Back out to Blanchard.
We'll see. They like that matchup against Demi Hip in the paint.
Give and go
that way.
Thrown out of bounds, another turnover. Copley, 2 turnovers here to start the second half. And there she is, Sophie Niese. Back out to her.
And you can tell they're trying to create shot looks and opportunities for Hip off these ball screens. They're shooters.
We're going to get a foul.
Things got tied up down in the paint between Albert and I believe Victoria McKnight got tied up a bit.
Ayoub called for her 4th foul. Big foul there.
Yeah, that's a very important call for Copley, but they will get a turnover here.
Ayoub now on the bench, and it's going to be tough for them to get her back out here in this third quarter with 4 fouls.
Yeah, they're leading scorer, and you just can't, Trav. It's too risky.
Nice give and go. Caracas now with 9 points. Quickly, the other end, it's a blocked. Back comes Copley. McKnight with it.
And we'll see how they want to go, as we've said, with Ayoub now on the bench. We'll see if they look to continue to go after those paint matchups.
And we'll get a foul.
That'll be the 3rd on Audie Albert.
So it'll be the 2nd of the half, but number 3 on Audie Albert.
Now
Gundrum will come out. Haley Baker now in. So we come up to 4:40 left here in quarter number 3. Big rejection. Olivia Baker returned to sender. Lady Whippets by 3. Handoff to Emily Caracas. She backs it out.
Still just a 1-possession game, so we'll see. Do they want to eat a little bit of clock here?
Should take a look at Mark Dente.
Demi
and
Hip with
stolen
a big
away.
steal.
Hip, wide open layup, good. Timeout, Shelby.
So far, the third quarter, momentum swing for the Whippets in the grand scheme of the whole thing. Demi Hip, nice job finishing after the steal. And that'll send us into this 30-second timeout. Shelby up 5.
Should take a look at the student section. Well, they're usually the Red Rage, but tonight it's a whiteout. Great crowd here by both sides.
Yeah, fantastic crowd.
There they go.
I remember the good days. Nice to see the Red Rage back in full form tonight.
We'll give them some more love. There we go. We got time. Back to action. 4 minutes left here in quarter number 3. Lady Whippets by 5. Should take a look at head coach Natalie Lance and company. Into the corner. Emick back out. Blanchard playing a two-man game, looking for that three-point opportunity. But Shelby now going into a 1-2-2, and it's a steal. Changing up defenses, and it works out.
Yeah, there's not too many defenses they haven't tried out throughout the regular season, and I think that pays off come postseason and regional time. You know, you're playing those teams that you haven't seen as much, so they really got to do their homework.
Hands it off to Baker, back to Niese in the corner. Now inside to Audie Albert, and she traveled. Tenth Lady Whippet turnover. Stays a 5-point game.
Our typical rotation, Schwemling, Gundrum will check in. Albert and Haley Baker will take the bench.
Blanchard across the timeline. 3 minutes left in the third. Forces it inside, another turnover. But Shelby gives it right back, a little too strong on that give out. Another unforced error though. Stepped on the line right there. Referee was right in front of it. And an unforced error gives it back to the Lady Whippets.
So now it's the turnover game here in the late half of this third quarter. Who's going to be able to just hold on to the ball?
Baker turns around, forces it up, and she is fouled.
Then that's truly been there for her all night. You take a look at the vault wine bar replay. It's just been there for some, you know, they just keep, they have to. She's got the size. They can't let her have an open look that easy from the bucket.
First free throw good. Seven points now for Baker. Her sister goes for her second free throw. In and out, offensive rebound. Tried to kick it back out, but it's turned over. (31-25). Into the corner, back out.
Copley could really use a shot to fall here.
Good ball movement, spin move, good.
Great post move there. Gave a nice fake. Defenders bid on it, and then all you got to do is turn the other way, use the glass.
Caracas now leads the team with 11 points. Niese hands it off. That's Demi Hip, back to Niese. 2 minutes left here in quarter number 3. 4-point Shelby lead. And now it's the Lady Whippets that are going to try and slow things down to get a shot.
Spreading the perimeter, and they truly have a lineup in that every girl on the court is comfortable taking a three-point shot. This is something they're not accustomed to, Travis.
You see Coach Lance and the student section. Hey, if you're going to do it, we're going to do it too.
Right, and you do whatever you have to in the postseason. I know I'm a shot clock guy myself, but hey, once you get to March, once you get to regionals.
And I believe if I read the lips of Natalie Lance, 30 seconds is when they're going to go. That's another 45 seconds away.
And another one of those where if the Lady Indians are going to let them do it, then do it.
And I got to give a shout out to Brian Skoronsky. He just called a district semifinal game all the way up in Findlay. He made it back here for the second half, and he is running the sideline camera for us tonight. So got to give a big shout out to Ski for putting in some extra hours here. I know he didn't want to miss this game either, so great job by him, and thankful for him to be back. About possibly 10 seconds away from Shelby running this offense.
And it just feels odd. We are just not used to this. We're not used to seeing these gray jerseys motionless, but like I said, it's one of those, and I know Brian talks about it all the time. If the defense is going to let you do it.
That's what I said. D him up.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it. But this is actually Copley basketball. They like to play in the low numbers.
Right.
This is a win for Shelby, though. If they can get a bucket right here to end the quarter, it'll at least match their largest lead of the night. So
now both sides
here we go.
Crazy
10 seconds. Niese looking to drive it into the hole. Kicks it back out. Baker for three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound taken by Baker, and that's how the quarter will end. So, okay, Copley doesn't allow any points. Shelby, though, runs the clock out. That'll do it for quarter number 3. 8 minutes to determine a spot in the regional final. Shelby 31, Copley 27. You're watching.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Back here as you take a look at the Copley student section. They will have possession to start quarter number 4. (31-27).
Here we go, Travis. It's money time. It's what it comes down to postseason fourth quarter. Who will fold, who will prevail?
As in the man who just showed you those pictures. Emick for 3! 1 point game. As in the words of Brian Skoronsky, it is money time, and that was a money shot. It's back to a 1 point game.
And these are the quarters that define you, that make or break you here in the tournament. It's how your season will be remembered.
Booker back out to Niese. She'll try to drive it in, kicks it back out to Gundrum. Niese pulls it back out. As they run through their offense. Booker backdoor to Niese, into the lane, layup. No good. Rebound, jump ball. It'll stay with the Lady Whippets. She had the look, but just couldn't get it to finish.
I would like to personally apologize. I said it would only happen 1 out of 10 times. Well, it's happened twice tonight. Great pass from Booker. Niese just unable to get it to fall. Uncharacteristic.
Inbounds to Booker. Loses the handle. Niese comes out and knocks it out of bounds, allows Shelby to reset.
Yeah, if she's on the floor, no breakaway, easy layups are going to come. And might I just add, too, Sophia Niese has not checked out of the ball game tonight. 24 minutes played.
And we'll get a foul. So Copley now with a chance to take the lead here.
I mean, some of the events that happened there at the end of the third quarter made it feel like I think this gap was larger than what we have here.
First free throw good, we're tied. Shelby outscored Copley 11-6 in that third quarter. But 4 quick points here by Copley has this even at 31 with a chance to give them the lead. Off the front iron, no good. We remain tied.
Offensive board.
10th by Copley and a timeout. .6:44 left. 31-31. While we have a moment, let's take a look at some comments by all
over
1,000 people here. No pressure or anything for us. Janny Thornton. Angie Shirk. Dwayne Osborne. Marty Russell. A lot of you in the comments section right now. Take a look at Copley trying to write up a play that could give them the lead in this regional semifinal.
Both teams, 3 team fouls. Copley just 2 timeouts left for the next 6:45. Shelby holding on to 3 more stoppages.
Inbounds to Blanchard. Nearly pickpocketed, gets it away. Forces it in. Off the hands, and it is a turnover. Knocked out of bounds, and it will go to Shelby. '15th Copley turnover. The Lady Whippets now with a chance to get that lead back. Who is elite? Who will play for a regional championship in a spot in Dayton? We'll find out in 6 minutes or maybe more, like we saw in the first semifinal.
2 OTs.
Olivia Baker.
Thought about a deep one like earlier in the first.
Not a hip. Niese looks to drive, backs it back out. Now to Demi Hip again. She'll back it out and hear the call from head coach Natalie Lance.
And you can tell definitely after that Perkins game, I'm sure Shelby spent a lot of time.
Baker rejected. Nearly walked there as well. So now Copley, another chance to take the lead.
Almost 3 minutes gone here in this final quarter.
4-0 run by Copley here to start quarter number 4. Lady Whippets yet to score in the first 3 minutes. Now they're going for the trap, and that's going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, Shelby's not one of those teams that's going to sit back and let you do that. Gun drum and hip.
Looking away and kind of fell asleep there.
Hip. Yeah, you can't let that happen. Luckily, possession arrow in their favor.
But that could be big down the stretch, having the possession arrow. So Shelby with a good play there. Copley, though, still with the chance to take the lead.
Both teams can continue to play a bit aggressive as well.
And we'll get a foul.
Sophie Niese a little bit too aggressive there. But my point being, both teams still not hovering around that bonus quite yet. Niese and Albert with 3 fouls apiece for the Whippets. Those are the greatest risk yet.
Nearly turned over, knocked off of Olivia Baker. It will stay with Copley. 4:27 left.
Now here's something. Ayout back into the game with 4 fouls. Now I do think she definitely needs to come back in with just 4 minutes to go, but maybe you try and target that if you're Coach Lance and the Lady Whippets. Try and get her out of there.
Knocked out of bounds. As you look at the coaching staff of the Lady Indians. Works it inside. That's a travel.
Copley wants a foul.
If she would have let that ball bounce, maybe
let
it go out of bounds, but it did hit her. It stuck on her leg, and she took 2 steps with it. It's just a tough break for her.
Right. So a stalemate here.
Shelby yet to score here midway through quarter number 4. This Copley defense is for real. Only have given up 92 points in their 4 games thus far in the tournament.
No, and only about 50% of Shelby's typical average. They average 63.4 points a game, so
Niese
they have done what they want to.
Turns it over. And that's going to be a foul. No, we're going to get a timeout first.
So Copley now just holding on to one timeout with nearly 4 minutes to go. We'll see how much that comes to play with things as well.
So one timeout remaining for Copley to take a look at Coach Natalie Lance. Not happy with that play, turning the ball over.
I believe
they're 14th.
Yeah, that's another thing Copley's been able to do tonight while holding the Lady Whippets to 31 points. They've also been able to force 3 more turnovers than these girls average per game. But I think that's what tonight's been about. It's been both teams forcing the other to go beyond what they've had to do all season long. And right now that's got us at an even ball game. I know 3:45 to go. We're nearing our game reset at some point.
Get that in the next stoppage of play. And it's a turnover immediately. And a foul.
Whoa.
Oh, are we going to get a T?
That is crucial.
I think the referees
just
are going to call them. I like that they aren't going to call any technicals on it.
Definitely, especially in this game with all on the line, warnings I think are the most fair first.
Getting a bit chippy. But I do like the call from the ref saying, hey, we're not going to give them the call. We're not going to give you a T. But I will warn you, next time it happens, you will get teed up.
Correct.
So Shelby once again with possession. 3:25 remaining in regulation. 31-31. Hip. Picks up her dribble. Gets it back to Niese.
And that's something they hate to do. They want to keep the ball moving at all times. I know Coach Lance is very, very big on that. Coach Gurney as well. It's okay for this stoppage right here for a little bit of dribbling, clock chewing, but they hate picking up the dribble. You better be faking a pass or making a pass.
Just take the floor look. They really clean the floors well here at Mansfield Senior High School.
They do. That is one shiny, beautiful floor.
Shelby starting their take. Niese to the lane. Yes. Timeout. Natalie Lance.
You see the speed, the quick burst of speed here by Niese. Boom, she's gone. Able to lay it in. The savvy veteran.
Full timeout. So how about we give you a look at what happened earlier in regional semifinal number 1. Time running out. Harvest Prep up 3. And that's when Bryn Hunt hits the force overtime. We go to double overtime now. Kiki McElrath for 3. Yes. Gives them the 1-point lead. She would then hit the first of 2 free throws, or the second of 2 free throws to give them a 2-point lead. And this is how the game ended. Toledo Central Catholic, number 6 in the state, turns it over, and Harvest Prep, or Bishop Hartley, sorry, the wrong team in the Central District, but Bishop Hartley, 47-45. They move on to face the winner of this one.
That was a great one.
Double overtime, Bishop Hartley 47, number 6 ranked Toledo Central Catholic 45. Will we see overtime here? There is a chance.
Yeah,
with the score where it is right now.
Shelby dials in the full court pressure here to open things up.
They got to get it across, and they have to use their last time out. Great job by Shelby. They don't get the turnover, but now Copley will have to go the last 2:29 without a timeout.
So the possession arrow currently sits in favor of the Whippets, and now
let's get into the game reset.
Right, game reset time.
And you can see on the bottom screen now, thanks to Adam Thompson in his graphics, both teams at 4 fouls. So both have 2 more fouls to give before we get to free throw time. Lady Whippets still with 2 timeouts. Almost forgot earlier, so 2 timeouts with that. Possession arrow is with the Lady Whippets after that call they had earlier to get the jump ball and get the possession arrow back their way. 2:29 remaining to all 1,225 of you watching right now. You're in for quite the finish here in this Sweet 16 matchup. McKnight picks up the dribble, gets it back out to Blanchard.
Running the court.
Blanchard. Left side, we're going to get a foul. On the reach-in. That's going to be number 4 on Sophie Niese.
And that is massive.
Gets it inside, reverse layup, no good, rebound, Shelby.
And now we begin to see 2 minutes to go, no timeout for Copley. How much time will they try and eat here?
And they still have 2 fouls to give before we even see free throws. Under 2 to play. Lady Whippets by 2.
That's another important observation.
Niese is just going to continue to keep that 5-second count from being started. Now she gives it to Hip. Now to Olivia Baker. This is where Shelby is good. Holding the ball, ball movement, taking time off the clock. We're on our feet.
Yeah,
Shelby fans are getting them on their feet.
This is around the time they started to fill it with Clear Fork, although now you hold just a 2-point lead, not a 20-point lead.
Hip with it. Looking to drive, gets it back to Niese. They can't afford a turnover right here. Niese looking to drive in, and she's fouled. Number 5 against Copley.
Still got to commit a couple more to get the ladies to the line for a 1-and-1. And that's one lady they don't want to foul when it comes time for that. Sophia Niese, best free throw shooter on the team.
It's Blanchard's second. Gets it in the Niese. She'll bring it back out. Nearly mishandled that, and they're going to get it over and back. Big turnover. Shelby didn't know where they were in position, and Niese turns it over. So Copley now with 57.7 left. They have a chance to tie or take the lead. McKnight gives it off, and that's going to be a foul.
Smart foul. Olivia, one of those that does have a few fouls to give. Don't want to give up the easy layup.
First one good. 33-32. Ashley Karakis for the tie. Yes!
Just 48 seconds to go, Travis. Very, very similar scenario to what we had game 1. Both sides getting on their feet.
Backs it off. It looks like Copley's going to allow Shelby to hold until the final shot. Does Natalie Lance call timeout, or is she set up with her squad? 30 seconds left. Here we go, 25 seconds.
If the timeout's coming, it's got to come probably within the next 8 seconds here. Kind of drawing it up right now, verbalizing it on the sideline. I think she is confident to let them go ahead and go for it.
And a foul. That is the 6th. The 1 foul to give.
And Natalie Lance is going to go ahead and take that timeout right now. Signals for a full. Whew.
Apologies for the guy standing in front of our clock cam, but we'll just let you know there's probably going to be one more play. Lady Whippets with the ball, tied at 33. And remember, possession arrow does go to Shelby.
Right,
the next foul puts both teams on the line as well.
No timeouts for Copley either.
So you take a look at head coach Natalie Lance drawing things up inside the huddle. 33.
What an atmosphere. It's what tournament basketball all about here. Got to come down to the wire, and I mean, you and I, like you said, we're standing ourselves because this is just one of those games too hard to stay on your seat. Any of you watching at home, let us know if you're standing up as well in front of that TV.
13.3 seconds left. I know you see a head where the clock should be right now, but that's a Copley fan on his feet. I'll let you know. 12 seconds. Down to 10. Niese going to take it herself. Passes it off. Layup. Good! 2 seconds left. Time out. Shelby. Audie Albert. What a play. Niese draw it in the defense. Gives it to an open Albert, and she gets the friendly bounce.
Oh, boy.
Timeout, Shelby. They lead by 2. Oh, my goodness.
I just don't know where you begin. You put it into, well, here's where you begin. You put it in your playmaker's hands. You let Sophie Niese go to work, and you trust that she's going to make the play. And she finds Audie Albert, who comes up big time, the junior.
I had said in a tweet earlier, who will have their next one shining moment? Audie Albert might have just had hers.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go take a look at that. Unbelievable finishes we've already had so far this season. Could this be the next?
.8 seconds left.
No timeouts here, so it's got to happen right now. You can, we saw it earlier, do some different variations with the baseline here. And you know we got enough time for a dribble.
Gets it in. 1. Heave at the buzzer. No good. Almost went in, but that's it. Shelby is elite.
What a ball game.
The Lady Whippets hold on for the 35-33 victory. We'll take a break and be back with the post game right after this. You're watching girls tournament action live and free on the OH Report.
Nervous? Oh, Blaze. Brings back so many good memories.
Remember our road trip in '97?
Our first real heart-to-heart.
I've never seen any of your movies. Not even the ones we were together.
Hey, do you remember when that stalker kidnapped us?
Yes.
Blaze was there.
Blaze. Do you have barbecue or cheddar jalapeno?
Ooh. Oh, remember when we stumbled into that turf war? Remember when you bought your first house?
Hi, I'm Seth.
Those were good times.
They were golden.
You ready? Seth, do you?
I do.
And Janet, do you?
That's a yes.
I love this lady. Best day of my life.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
It's Freedom Fest Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
All right, back down here with co-players tonight. We're going to start off with Shelby's Audie Albert, our Niese Farms player of the game. Audie, first question I've got to ask you is just walk me through those last final seconds. Sophie at the top of the key here, and then finding you. Walk me through that last shot. What did it mean? What were you seeing on the court?
So Nat drew up a play that we worked on in practice, like last second shots and stuff and situations. And Nat, Soph just always finds me on the open block. Like, I swear it's telepathically that she just knows where I am at all times.
You're right. That connection's been there all year. Battle tested, to say the least, tonight. Tell me about the look that they gave you defensively and how you think that's going to benefit you moving on to Friday.
I mean, I didn't play the best tonight. I came out with 2 early fouls in the first quarter, so I knew that we all had to step up, but I had to step up and do what I needed to do.
And then finally, that first game, I know you guys, had to wait around to get out here a double overtime. Just looking ahead real quick to Bishop Hartley, what do you think you're going to have to do that you either did tonight or didn't do tonight against them on Friday to bring home a regional championship?
I think we're going to have to step it up as a team and as a whole. I think we didn't play very well tonight, and I think that, it could go either way, but I definitely think that we could come up on top.
Well, congratulations. So proud of all you girls, and good luck Friday.
Thank you.
All right, we'll send it back up to you, Travis, for a second. We'll get Sophia Niese over here in just a second.
Thank you very much, Hayden. Sophie Niese is getting interviewed up here, so I will interview her after they do. So, Sophie Niese, one of our players of the game, but while we wait for her, we will do our final statistics. 35-33, your final in favor of the Lady Whippets of Shelby. 12 field goals to 11 from Copley, but Shelby with 3 more threes. Copley with those offensive rebounds, especially in the second half. Both teams end up with 10 offensive rebounds, 19-15 or 9-5 on the defensive end for Copley. Fouls about the same. Those turnovers, Copley, a really good defensive team, turned over the Lady Whippets 15 times, something you don't normally see from these Lady Whippets, but a very good defensive team. That's something you're going to see here in the tournament. 7 of 9 from the line, Copley. 8 of 11 were the Lady Whippets. Let's go over some individual scoring here. First for Copley, Ashley Karakis, 13 points. Cami Iop, 10 points. Probably could have been more, but she got into foul trouble. Finished with 4 fouls. Shelby Emick, 4 points. Victoria McKnight, 4 points. Lena Kozeman with 2. As for the Lady Whippets, Sophie Niese, 11 points. Olivia Baker, 7 points. Demi Hip with 8. Audie Albert, 4, but 2 of the biggest points of probably her career, that winning shot. Mallory Gundrum with 3 points. Eve Schwimley with 2 points. 35-33 the score. Score by quarter. Shelby 15-9 after 1. 12-5 Copley after 2. And then Shelby a 15-12 second half. 11-6 in the third. 6-4 Copley in the fourth for your 35-33 victory. Should take a look at an emotional Natalie Lance. And this is a season of seasons for the Shelby Lady Whippets. 27-0 now. Number 1 in the state. And they are moving on to the Elite 8. Sophie's done with her other interview, so she'll be coming down shortly to talk to our Hayden Gray for the second half of our Niese Farms MVP. And let's take it to Hayden for our second of the 2 MVPs.
Back here now with our other co-player of the game, our second Niese Farms player of the game tonight, Miss Sophia Niese herself. Sophia, 11 points for you tonight, and similar to last week's game against Clear Fork, you kind of carried the load offensively and were that offensive leader for your team. Tell me, first off, walk me through that last possession. Talk to Audie about it. What went through your head?
That wasn't really the set play, but that's something that we've done a million times in a million different games where the help side comes over. I know Audie's going to be there for the dish, and she was tonight.
You two, we talked about the connection you two have had to just almost telepathically, but it's, so obvious at this point. You're just one of those savvy veteran playmakers. Tell me what it's like to be that emotional as well as offensive and defensive leader for your team. What's it feel like to carry that load, but how do you embrace it?
I'm a pretty level-headed person, and I really need to be that on the court for my teammates because there's a lot of emotion and a lot of passion in the game of basketball. So I just know I need to be the one to keep everybody stable and keep us moving in the right direction.
And then finally, what's it mean to be able to, obviously the first time here at Regional Semi since 1999, and then you'll have the title game on Friday. This crowd, this atmosphere in here tonight, phenomenal. What's it mean to be able to do this for the city of Shelby that's such a tight-knit community?
I mean, this is awesome. Like, around school, one of our guidance counselors was actually on that 99 team, so she's out here cheering for us, and she's like, this is what I went through, and it's just really cool because everybody comes together for things like this.
Well, awesome. Congratulations, Sophia, from all of us, and we will see you on Friday.
Thank you.
All right, Travis, I will send it back up to you.
Thank you very much, Hayden Gray, Sophie Niese, Audie Albert, our MVPs on the night. What a game, folks. Copley gave Shelby all it could handle, the #1 team in the state. And how about we just show you that final play one more time because it's well worth watching here. Coming out of the timeout, tie game, Coach Natalie Lance draws up the perfect play. Here it is one more time.
Tournament basketball all about here. Got to come down to the wire, and I mean, you and I, like you said, we're standing ourselves because this is just one of those games too hard to stay on your seat. Any of you watching at home, let us know if you're standing up as well in front of that TV.
13.3 seconds left. I know you see a head where the clock should be right now, but that's a Copley fan on his feet. I'll let you know. 12 seconds. Down the 10. Niese going to take it herself. Passes it off. Layup. Good! 2 seconds left. Timeout, Shelby! What a play, Hayden. What a way to get a Sweet 16 victory over Copley. Some final thoughts before we get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, now having a chance to go back and watch it again, you know, sometimes I don't think I'm that social, but a lot of people tell me I like to talk, and you know, you didn't hear anything from me after that first shot. I just got to say, you know, that's such a emotional moment. Obviously, a Shelby alumni, and I don't let that get in the way of my commentating, but just
no matter what, that was an amazing game. I mean, that's all you have to say.
A special moment, and, you know, just a great atmosphere again. So happy that we could be here, be a part of it, and we get to come back on Friday. This place is going to be rocking. I expect nothing less. Bishop Hartley did a phenomenal job bringing a full side of stands here tonight. I can only expect on a Friday night what you're going to see when Bishop Hartley and Shelby square off. I'm super thrilled to be on the call again with you on that one on Friday, and I mean, I'm out of breath. So just a phenomenal night, and props to both teams because that was an incredible look that Copley gave, and I definitely don't think that's the last you'll see of them as well. So this is definitely going to be one of the most special regions that we see for the next few years.
Yeah, that was I can't wait for what we can see on Friday, but we can say this. The Shelby Lady Whippets will play for a regional championship. That game, you'll be seeing it live and free with myself and Hayden Gray once again on the call. Friday, 7 o'clock, right here at Pete Henry Gymnasium. Next on the OH Report, though, we have basketball tomorrow. D3 girls, Lexington Regional Semi, Margaretta and Worthington Christian. And then myself and Brian Skoronsky, Hayden, you'll be on the camera down in Columbus, the Columbus area. D4 Boys District Semi, number 3, East Knox, number 6, Bern Union in the Central District. Both of those games at 7 o'clock. But that will wrap back out up to Baker. Baker into the lane. Layup shot good. Want to thank everybody for helping make this possible tonight. Jory Skoronsky, as always, great on the camera. Brian Skoronsky as well, coming in for the second half for those awesome shots. Everybody back at OH Report BS Media Productions, including Adam Thompson, who gave you these amazing graphics that we have. I want to thank our sponsors tonight. Adams, Albert & Curry, scoreboard sponsor. The Vault Wine Bar, replay sponsor. Niese Farms, MVP. Mechanics Bank, our pre-half, post-game sponsor. And our commercial sponsors, Freedom Festival, Ohio, Frito-Lay, Mechanics Bank. We also want to thank the Mansfield Senior Athletic Department, Rich Porter and Company, for allowing us to be here, as well as the OHSAA. But that will do it here from Mansfield Senior. The Lady Whippets, they're elite. They will play for a regional championship on Friday. For Hayden Gray, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Mansfield.